I want you right now to think of something that you've achieved in your life that once seemed difficult or impossible to you. Something that once seemed like it was a pipe dream, like it would be impossible, but today it's in your life. That might have been starting your own business, and now you have it. That might have been a person you wanted to go out with. You're hoping they'd say yes to going out. You're hoping you'd kiss them. You're hoping you'd make love to them. And now you're married to them. Good morning, good morning. You're gone. Law of familiarity, right? But it was once a dream. It was once like unbelievable. It seemed impossible. Maybe it was earning a certain amount of money. Maybe it was something simple like, how many of you when you were really young, there was a car that was like, or maybe even today, there was a car that was a symbol to you of freedom or success or something. Anybody have a relationship with like that, something, right? So you wanted it, and it seemed impossible, and then you made it happen. How many can think of something right now that once was impossible, and it's in your life today, solid, you made it happen? Let me see your hands. Say I. Then here's what I found. The best way to figure out how to duplicate success is to study how you've already done it. So think of that situation that once seemed impossible. It's now in your life. When it was impossible, what made it go from impossible to your life? Think about it. Well, what did you do to take this thing that seemed impossible and now it's in your life? But I would argue to you that there's 3 fundamental steps that everybody goes through at a minimum. If you took something once seemed impossible, it's there. And if we recognize what they are, you can go back to it and you know it works because you've done it before. And you can apply it to anything. And I've applied it most of my life. And by simplifying it, whenever I really want to achieve something, I come back to these 3 steps and I make it happen. So the first step is, tell me if this is true for you. You became obsessed by it. This thing you wanted, you didn't just want it, your hunger for it got stronger. Your desire for it got stronger. She's smiling, yes. Was it him? Good, I like that. Lucky man, right? But you had this hunger, you had this desire, but it's a hunger and a desire that wouldn't go away. People always ask me, one of the most common questions I'll get asked by people in the media is, Tony, is there a common trait? Because, I coach all these multi-billionaires now at this point in my life. So I've got guys that have now become, I've coached them, but they're now my friends. So people like to give you an idea, Mark Benioff, who started Salesforce.com from 0, and they're going to do this year $8 billion. And he did it right out of one of my seminars. Came up and told me, you convinced me, I'm leaving my company, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to apply the principles you taught. He said, it's called Salesforce.com, I'm leaving Oracle, we're going to do $100 million. He thought that was big. Now they're doing $8 billion. But I'm coaching these people. Or to give you an idea, Sir Richard Branson. Richard's a good friend of mine, 400 companies he has. He's just, and you say, what do these people have in common? A Steve Forbes, what do they all have in common? What they have in common is hunger. A hunger that doesn't go away. Most people are hungry because things are uncomfortable, they don't like how it is, and they go to try to fix it, or they lose weight to get in a bikini for a month or whatever it is, but the hunger doesn't last. The people that are most successful on the face of the earth, I think intelligence is one of the most valuable things a human being can have and develop. But how many of you know somebody who's incredibly smart and can't fight their way out of a paper bag, right? So intelligence is not enough. What's gonna make you maximize your ability is hunger. A hunger that doesn't go away. So in the area where you achieved, your hunger was sustained. You got hungry, you got desirous, but you didn't let it go. How many can relate to this when you think about this item, this situation? You were hungry, you were driven, and you wouldn't let it go. How many can relate to this? Say, I. And because you had that hunger, what did it do? It gave you the drive to do something.